Yeah, we're gonna cut them all off. We're not gonna do. We'll do like maybe 5 or 6 more salad, and it's like chili bear crust. We only have 5 minutes to actually be in the pantry, so our strategy is to talk about what our plate's gonna look like to make the dishes perfect. Here's your rice.
Hello, Zenko.
Does that sound kind of absurd? It's absurd. The pantry's closed. Hold on. Give your spot. I'm listening good. Do you want to start with the parsnip?
Yeah, parsnip started.
Let's do it.
Joseph!
Yeah.
The first thing you do
ML
is
dia.
saturate.
Ya, ML.
Got it. Sue, let's do the mise en place first, okay?
Alex, I'm only going to do one shallot.
Yes, one shallot is enough. Bottom.
Yes.
Iya, ML.
I'm gonna cut my pork now and I'm gonna start.
Sambil nonton MasterChef. MasterChef bukannya Indonesia, melainkan MasterChef Amerika.
4 incredible teams of 2. This is all about communications then.
Right, they need to listen to each other, so it's all about being a team. Just peel them, cut them.
Okay, perfect. And also, you have to be concise with your instruction. Do you hear me? Do you read me? Let's go.
We're gonna put salt, pepper, ginger, lime zest all over your pie.
It's a halibut.
Okay, halibut.
I think simplicity
Pengen coba
wins there.
mendeleta.
This way you have a chance of getting
Klasik ya. Oke, sambal
This
woi.
is very
Woi santuy woi.
Let's prep everything before we start cooking.
Yeah, so I'm not going to cook the asparagus as yet.
Yeah. Sue and I are the dream team and we're cooking in sync. Our strategy is just pay
Santuy, Cok.
attention. I'm talking, she hears me, she yells back. I'm doing the same thing back to her.
Alex?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to go on to oyster mushrooms.
Okay, so the bearings. Alejandro and Sue, for instance. You've got Alejandro that's all over the place. You've got to give yourself edit. They've got this good, calm perspective. Alejandro's great at moving fast, having great ideas, but Sue should drive flavor. I think that's going to be key for them.
Alex,
Bentar Zen, jangan di start dulu. Jangan di start dulu.
oh,
Then you've got Joseph and Anne.
Aku mau klaim-klaim dulu.
Confident, opinionated cooks. So who takes the lead role in that one?
pan down, Joseph, pan down your fish.
I think you have to go with the boisterous Anne. She's very feisty. She wants this desperately, but her home cooking is not enough of that finesse and that refinement that we're looking for. Where I
Silo
think
mau ikutan
Joseph
gak?
can bring that to the
Kan
table.
orang tua bapak ternyata masak.
You think we should cut ours in half?
Masak.
I say cut it in half.
And then you got Abe and Kelsey. Kelsey, I don't
Silo mau ikutan gak?
Abe, one of your youngest competitors. I think he's going to take a back seat tonight and allow Kelsey to dictate the plan.
Abe,
Yeah, what's up?
don't forget to tell us all cut your cream and stuff.
Minggu lagi sehat. Oh bagus lah.
Michael also. Autumn cast iron, right?
Do a grill pan.
Yep.
Ah, ada baik mulu.
Have any plating skills. He's very
Bagus lah
family
kopinya
style,
sehat.
Jersey, Italian American. Autumn's very artistic and she creates beautiful plates.
Silo nggak mau ikut ya?
Michael to keep up with Autumn is going to be a big challenge. That's a tough one.
How you doing, Jersey?
Ku cek di ML-nya Papa Barat.
I'm trusting you. I'm trying to channel Michael in my head, and oh god, it's like
Aku lagi nonton MasterChef.
how big is your medallion?
Kalian dengar suara aku nggak sih?
It's like 5 inches.
Okay, mine's a little bit smaller.
Suara aku aman kan?
To having cooked pork is a little
Astaga.
bit risky. If it's
Sebelah.
overcooked, it's going to be dry as a bone, and if it's undercooked, you're screwed because then you give them raw pork. If
Kita
we
pakai
don't nail the pork, we're probably going to be in the bottom today. I'm really hoping
Laila.
that this kind of challenge
Si
does
bantengnya
not
makan
give me any
itu.
chance of being down there.
This is hard. This is hard. That's some good news for you.
It's beyond bourbon biscuits.
Gak ada MM, belum ada
Placing their bets in
MM.
Kentucky experience, right?
You guys ready to rock?
Cocktails, everyone? The challenges are hotter than ever.
Kontoin apa? Astaga. Silo tuh main ML gak main dia. Dia main, cuman ya
Top Chef every
Itulah.
night at 7:05 p.m. on Fox Life.
Kemanapun kita pergi, apapun cerita yang kita jalani, kita selalu berdampingan dan saling menguatkan. Karena kita adalah bangsa yang pasti bisa melewati segalanya.
main lapor.
Karena Indonesia selalu bersama.
This September on National Geographic Network.
ML yo IML mabatot. Iya sih maba. Nuk nggak apa-apa kok, aku juga aku nggak pro kok main ML. Santuy saja, santuy selebeu. Jilong tok tok.
He's gonna show you how to cook. I'm gonna make fun of it.
Atas.
You made it better than ever.
When you see a picture of the dream, see it all the way through.
Salah aku. Kenapa bisa salah aku? Aduh jelek banget.
The Kelly Clarkson Show. Today at 6:10 p.m. on Fox Life.
Mamam.
We need to locate a lost book.
It contained a secret method for obtaining immortality.
Mana kabur cupu kabur.
It's time to choose your side.
A Discovery of Witches. Double episodes. Next Saturday and
cukup
Sunday
kabur.
at 10 p.m. on Fox Life.
Kenapa tidak salah akun?
One big crazy wall, four incredible.
Sagal merah loh.
Sadly, one will be going home. Yeah, guys, 45 minutes remaining.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, guys.
Let's go. So, Joseph,
Yes,
I'm now greeting my ginger.
I've done that already.
How you doing, Jersey?
Good. I got my milk going. Thyme, garlic in it.
And Rosemary.
Yeah. Okay.
Alex,
Yes.
because we don't have any starch on it, just serve oyster mushrooms.
I only have one oyster mushroom.
What about I toss you hot? Let's do 3.
Okay, cut it and give it to me.
In the middle, coming in.
Oh boy, it crossed to the other side.
So no?
No, so that's a scratch.
Yes, chef.
How's it going?
Doing great, chef. We're shouting a lot, communicating, which is the key, I believe.
Give us an insight to the dish. What is it?
We're going to do crispy skin breast necker, 1 mushroom,
Gue kena buka toxic
and
sih.
then we have pork and cherry vinegar reduction.
So how are you placing this?
OTW
We
Jen.
do simple, elegant, with a lot of flavors.
Simple is the word.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Complexity in the flavor.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that look like a Michelin?
And help me Jen.
We will make sure it looks like it.
18 minutes gone, 42 minutes to
Got it, chef. We're on it. Thank you very much, chef.
Jen
Jersey,
go.
cauliflower.
You want to roast it? Just salt the season nice.
Okay. All right, Joseph,
Yes?
grab a
Thank
garlic
you.
clove and put it right inside your miso sauce.
You got it, boss.
Nah mati juga dia totot.
We are doing a seaweed wrapped halibut.
Mati
and
juga dia.
sticky rice.
Sambal.
Yes, sir. Where did the inspiration from the dish come from? I think she stayed at a Japanese restaurant recently.
Come on now,
Maybe
Joseph.
she wants to
I
cook
want to
it.
do something that we can communicate well together.
Woi aku belum ada mood. Tolonglah.
You're already controlling me, so I can't even imagine how Joseph feels. Like, I feel like I am under your domain right now.
Listen, I cannot be on the bottom this week because I can't go home.
I love that. The presentation is probably the most challenging element, so it has to be identical and it has to be delicious.
It will look like the exact same dish.
Ooh, big words. Okay, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start with the reduction right now.
Or do you want to do whole bottom?
Do the whole bottle of pork. Our strategy is just pay attention, cook with a lot of passion, and be fearless.
I just tasted it and it's so bitter.
Crank the heat up.
Okay.
Right, Holden, how you feeling?
Good.
Belum
So what's going
ada
on here?
mood
So
aku
we're just gonna do,
untuk
roasted
ML.
cauliflower with an herbs carrot puree, a pork with like
Harusnya
a
yang
mussel
kasih
sauce.
emot segitu kami deh. Kenapa?
Play safe there, right?
We're doing a lot of vegetables because I know he's better at that.
For a vegan to cook pork perfectly, why would you choose such a difficult protein?
I think he can do it.
Keep talking to him right now. I think he will
Yes.
very important for you guys.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay, my sauce is
Atas.
somewhat glossy.
You should be ready, taste it.
Okay,
Nyelek bet dong.
tastes great.
Perfect.
Check your rice, Joseph. Like right now, mine's getting cooked.
I did.
Nice. Yak.
It's not ready yet.
Okay, good. You can
Zenko.
water in there.
Okay.
Timing kamu memang lah.
So we're doing a crispy skin salmon with a parsnip puree. We're gonna have a little bit of broccolini cooked in some butter. We wanted to do something that we both know, and we thought we're both.
Oh malah gue ngekil lah. Ngapain lu ngekil?
How are you gonna work on the plating? By screwing over the wall? Or? No, Chef, we were actually in there talking which way we wanted to have every component together.
Ini memang lah.
Yes, chef. But like, if she cuts her broccolini smaller than yours, then you got a problem. Yeah. Kelsey,
Yeah.
how big are your broccolini?
The
Waduh,
four
kocak.
inches, about an inch of stem. So I'm gonna cut them
Good luck. Thank you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Let's portion
Legit.
our salmon, because I don't want it that big.
Let me see if I can find something that we can judge it off.
Abe is very resourceful in this challenge. He keeps finding things in the kitchen to relate the size of our knife cuts to.
Just the pink part.
Okay.
Perfect.
Ibu matamu, ibu.
30 minutes remaining. Let's go. Fascinating teamwork out there. Yep. Alejandro.
Dengan ke satu je.
Crispy skin red snapper with a port and vinegar reduction. Right. With asparagus and mushrooms, yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. They're just cooking.
Siapa suka ngekis? Siapa suka kukus, ha?
Alex, we should
Nggak
start
boleh.
finding
Anda
out
siapa
the fish.
ngukus?
Yeah, the bottom part we only gonna do salt and pepper, not five spices on the bottom.
Got it.
Michael and also they decided to go for a pork chop, roasted purple cauliflower, and a carrot puree.
How much time?
Ay.
I think the key is going to be for Michael to press the meat.
Nah. Nah.
Yes.
Begitu kalau
Okay,
beb.
Joseph, are you ready? Are you feeling good?
I'm living.
Matamu. Gila.
Anne was at a Japanese restaurant where she had this dish. The question is, can Joseph follow her lead? All right, what's this, Anne? Egg and Kelsey.
All right, mine's good.
Okay.
They're gonna go with a pan-seared
Mati bala
salmon,
makanya itu.
broccoli, parsnip puree, and play to the simplicity to eliminate the possibility of
All
error.
teams that I've seen, probably the greatest synergy. They seem to be communicating. He's very young, and I think he's willing to follow her lead.
Tengok gigi bodoh amat.
Now we're going to take our fish and we're going to put it on with a slow boil underneath. Make sure you have 2 steamers, so one is protecting it,
Oh,
right?
sakit.
Anne is everything I expected her to be. She's driving me crazy. Always yelling at me. He's like, I don't even know how to cook.
Ah.
Joseph has gone completely quiet and somber, where Anne is the one that's taking the reins
Ah.
When you're ready.
and leading the charge.
So he's letting her dominate.
And put it on, worry about
Goreng
for 10
sama
minutes.
deh.
And put it on
Banana
medium.
dua sama
Stays
guys.
boiled.
Jangan dong.
Our medium
Is adon nih jat banget dah.
There are times that Joseph does feel
Dan
distant.
tanya soal game apa soal apa kok ngobrol sendiri.
I like communicate. Joseph!
Aku lagi nonton Masa Chef.
It's now communication.
Masa Chef tapi yang Amerika
I'm
punya.
being quiet in the kitchen because
Jadi
I don't
maafin
like
kalau
this
ada
dish.
suaranya.
Wash your fish for at least 7.
You said 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what I'm saying. Okay? I just know that if we don't focus, then one of us is going home. Joseph, what about the one that said it's black speckled little dots in it? Because we want something bright for the fish. Joseph, are you listening? I cannot hear you.
Guys, 40 minutes gone, 20 minutes remaining. Make sure your proteins go on at the exact same time. Because remember, we want identical dishes from each team. Come on.
Skin side down.
Make sure you press the fish. Don't let it go for like the first 20 seconds.
Got it. Fish in. We're pressing down, right?
Yeah, skin side down. Ready?
Yep.
Ada yang kau beban nih. Pakai denet.
My carrot chips are out. My pork's going on.
Okay. We're on the same page. Michael,
How are you guys doing?
what's happening? How you guys working? Are you
Very well. Tough week tonight.
Jadi beban. Cuci beban.
Yeah, I'm here in the top 8. So
Cuci kan memang beban beb.
I'll be able to tell, you know? This is going to come together on the plate. How? Obviously, my plating skills are my weakest point, so I'm going to let Autumn lead the way all the way on that.
all right, keep cooking.
Thank you so much, guys. Just I gave Autumn the lead in the dish, and plating is definitely my biggest challenge here. I can't be nervous about letting someone lead the way. Take a plate.
Aduh salah.
White one with the silver on the
The
side.
silver like lines, like pinstripes.
Yeah. Joseph, make sure you salt your rice.
Salt the rice.
Oh yeah, a ton.
Astaga, hewan ini mengganggu loh.
Yelling through this wall reminds me of
Ya elah, satu
yelling at
tiga
my
dulu.
kids. Okay, Joseph, I'm getting
Bacot,
really hard to get through, so you just gotta raise your voice a little bit more. Gotta be really careful of this fish though, because it falls apart easily, and that would be a no-no.
Joseph, you've got the formidable Anne on your team.
Yeah.
Are you happy to be obsequious to Anne?
I wanted to do like this lobster stuffed crepe, but she's never made a crepe before.
Oh, lobster stuffed crepe sounds good.
Nah, ini uti angin.
Very challenging.
Bacot, jadi bacot,
You didn't grow up with it.
It's tough.
bacot.
Yeah,
How sticky is your sticky rice?
we want it medium sticky.
Medium sticky?
It's gonna take some work.
Good luck,
You got
my
it.
friend.
Jesse, how are we doing here? I think we're doing okay.
Whose idea was
I
this?
took lead in with regards to like the fine details.
I think you've got the makers of an elegant dish here.
Yes.
Just make sure you're both on the same page.
Yes, we gotta start plating.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Hey, Abe.
Yeah.
Are you ready to start plating?
Yes, ma'am.
10 minutes to go. We are starting the hardest part of this challenge. How is your salmon facing?
Why don't we do it straight?
I like top facing the left.
I think I know what you mean. When you pour your miso in the bowl, strain it to get all that stuff out of it.
I don't want to strain the miso.
You sure you don't want to strain the miso? Anne doesn't want to strain the soup because she's never had real Japanese food in her life. You got it.
Okay, cool.
Start the plate, guys. Let's go. Are you plating yet, Autumn?
I'm gonna plate right now.
Okay.
We're gonna do two smears of sauces, one going each way.
Ano, Merek?
Yeah. I would normally add a smaller thing of puree, but I'm like, think like Michael. But make sure you dip the pork in the gravy first.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, Sue, while my fish is cooking, I want to pick up a white plate.
Okay, I want the second from the left.
And is it deep or is it flat?
It is little deep.
Yes. Let's go.
Mama,
It's white,
di
right?
dong
All white?
All white.
pakai cancel Pak. Bisa daya masih pun dan keadaan.
between both you and Sue's dish?
I think we're going to be pretty close to perfect.
Do you think your dish is
Ya
good
itulah
enough?
aku.
Make sure that you stay in this competition.
Yeah, it's going to be good enough to win it.
Bye bye.
3 minutes to go. Sadly, for all of you, your last 3 minutes inside the master kitchen. Yeah, we got 3 minutes.
Okay.
I think Kelsey and Abe's got the most meticulous dish because it looks finesse. Why don't we put the salad at 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock? No, I don't like it on its own.
Maybe you're right. No, let's just put it on top of the salad.
Yeah.
I think Joseph and Anna, they're all over
Belum
the place.
apa-apa lah sekarang aja anjir.
Joseph! Joseph!
Let's do the mushroom facing south and the asparagus facing east.
Okay, we don't have south and east. Let's just do left or right.
I mean, when it comes to soup, the key is that Alejandro to keep
Ini rabet dong.
Absolutely. Love the way that Audrey's tasting it. Michael cooked 2 bits of pork, so I'm opening size other one to check the temperature control inside.
There should be like an inch of cauliflower
Right?
and the pork on
Asparagus, do you want to put?
5.
5, perfect. That's the same thing I got. We're down to 1 minute remaining.
Michael, how's your plate looking?
Kick on, you know me, definitely. You know what I mean?
All right, you got a dot?
Let's go, let's go. Hey, don't put a lot of sauce, okay?
How do we put the sauce?
Let's just glaze the bottom of the fish.
So are we not showing any sauce?
It's gonna be too much. Okay, swirl around the plate.
What? I don't understand.
You hear me?
No.
10.
Scallion bell pepper.
Let's get. And on the salt. She's on there, everybody.
Aku nggak mau mati, Jet. Nggak mau mati, Jet. Mau tengok matiku udah bapak, Jet.
Fingers crossed. I think we did a crazy good job.
Yeah, I didn't get your sauce part. So
Anjir, tanse.
I didn't put it. You said no.
Ngotot.
We're trying to locate your daughter. You okay? She's actually wanted in a murder investigation.
Freaking out. I'm worried we're gonna get caught.
Guilty people run. That's what guilty people do.
Ya, mau mati satu. Mati satu matamu. Mana? Dia ngapain cariin? Ngapain cariin? Let's go na. Ay, lateng. Matamu.
On Fox Life.
Kemanapun kita pergi, apapun cerita yang kita jalani, kita selalu berdampingan dan saling menguatkan. Karena kita adalah bangsa
13 tot.
yang pasti bisa melewati segalanya.
Sombong amat dah.
Karena Indonesia selalu bersama.
Welcome to the U.S. Open, unlike any we have ever seen before.
Kan? Nelanya mau bunuh aku.
New York City, the grandest
Udah lu
stadium
tank
for
aja.
tennis.
Gak bisa tank.
Run Slam of the year. That's an incredible shot. Go big or go home. At the U.S. Open 2021, live on the Fox Sports Network.
Gak bisa tank tot.
Just trying not to break anymore. I'm not giving up on you.
All clear?
Don't you either.
Udah fix auto choker.
What your patients need. I don't care if it's not covered. I don't care.
Alalalalalala.
Let's get into some trouble. Let's be doctors. Again.
New Amsterdam, 4 nights a week at 5 p.m. on Fox Life.
Got some good news for you.
It's beyond bourbon biscuits and haunted distilleries.
Fantastic. Yay.
And the chefs are placing their bets in Kentucky.
This is the true Kentucky experience, right?
You guys ready to rock and roll?
Cocktails, anyone? The challenges are hotter than ever.
This could be a signature dish one day. This competition is going to be fierce.
And so is the pressure. It's actually soul pressure. Top Chef, every night at 7:05 p.m. on Fox Live.
Anjir.
Alex, how do you feel?
I think we did a crazy good job.
Yeah, I don't know about the sauce. I didn't get your sauce part.
I put it around the whole plate.
I didn't put it. You said no.
Damn it.
You said no.
No, I said put it around the whole plate. That's the reason we make the sauce.
Abe and I worked really well together. He did a great job giving me feedback if he was confused, so I think it went really well. So I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like me and Michael were talking
Oke, fix ya, aku salah. Yeah.
everything. I was hoping that both of our porks are cooked perfect. Right now, I'm just grateful we got it out, but we'll see how it goes. I believe that we're gonna have the exact same dish, and we did really well.
Right, very carefully. Bring your dishes down to the front, please.
Gosh.
That was an exciting challenge, right?
Yeah, so it's something.
Guys, for tonight's challenge, we asked you to cook identical dishes without being able to see at all what your partner is doing. And we won't see how close you've all gotten until you present your plates to us together.
All of you, please remember, one member from the losing team will be going home tonight. Right, let's start off with
Ah,
Autumn, please.
Pork is like automatically a really high protein. It's very lean. So we took a little bit of a risk, but I'm confident in Michael's cooking. And we have really good color on our plate, you know, the cauliflower and the carrot puree. So it just really all comes down to the pork.
So aside from asking you to create identical dishes, we asked you to create dishes that were of a Michelin-starred quality as well, right?
Dominic, please do the honors. Thank you.
It's going to look the same. It's going to taste the same.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Can you describe what you made for us here?
We made a grilled pork with a carrot puree, roasted cauliflower, some carrot chips, and a Dijon mustard sauce.
Originally two beautiful looking dishes. Sadly, two completely different plates. What happened there?
We really thought with the same plate. We were talking, I was like, the white one with the silver on it.
There's a difference in size there, Michael. How come your chop is half the size of Autumn's?
I actually ring molded mine out.
You cut cakes with ring molds, not pieces of meat.
I just keep hearing how big my food is, so I'm thinking, how can I make this smaller?
You just don't do that. It's just wrong.
Shall we?
astag.
That was a good one.
Awesome. I was so impressed. I love the seasoning. I felt that you cook it perfectly. Michael, I know I made a face, but I couldn't really cut it at first. I was like, I don't know if I want to eat it. Then I tasted your puree and the cauliflower and the sauce, and it was delicious. There is a lot of technique on both parts. There is good and bad, but overall it is it's pretty good. So thank you.
Wow. First off, good news. Because there's perfection here, but not on both
How
plates.
come?
Because I want Autumn's pork chop with Michael's puree. Michael, your pork is slightly overseared, but your finesse with that sauce and that puree is pretty much bang on.
Michael, I think it's safe to say that the pork needed a little bit more love. But as far as identical views, you can see all the elements present. And I think that means that you guys were communicating well.
Look, these dishes both eat well. They're not identical twins, but they're kissing cousins.
Thank you, guys. Lift that chop and put it on there.
Yeah.
Right, step forward. Alejandro and Sue, please.
Welcome out to the judges. The only aspect of this dish that I might be a little worried is the sauce. There was a little miscommunication between Sue and I due to the wall towards the end. So I hope that we both sauced the same way.
You guys ready?
Yes, chef.
Uh-oh.
Alejandro and Sue, please. What was the dish?
Sue and I made a pan sear snapper, wild mushrooms, asparagus with a port and sherry vinegar reduction.
So visually, both dishes, they look good. But you have a problem. Tonight's challenge was to present us with two identical dishes. Not only are they different plates, Alejandro, your dish is sauced beautifully. Sue, where is your sauce?
It's a big mistake.
Sue, where's your sauce?
I put it under the fish.
So when we come to saucing at the end, who was explaining what? Because this is crucial.
I was explaining, so it's part of my fault.
Alejandro, the sheen and the brightness of your sauce looks beautiful. So yours looks complete. It's just missing that varnish at the end of that sauce. And then you haven't got the same plate. One's a bowl, one's a flat plate. What happened there?
In the middle of the chaos, we just said, let's just go with a white plate.
So listen, much like in a professional kitchen, the challenge tonight was all about good communication. You clearly missed the mark there on a few points. Right, it's taste.
Ah. Nggak ada.
Right, Alejandro, so one thing clear, both fish, beefing. So your fish was seasoned better than Alejandro, but it needs more sauce on there. Alejandro, slightly too heavy-handed on the sauce because it's a powerful kick, but the proteins were beautifully nailed.
Thank you very much, Chef.
You know, when I taste your dish, I thought you nailed it. You have a lot of flavors. You're very talented on seasoning perfectly, you know. But, you know, I didn't need the sauce there, honestly. Alexandro, I mean, your dish is beautiful. It needs some more fineness to it, but I appreciate what you did here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, for me, this seemed a little bit
Main
safe.
aman.
I expect that Latin flavor from you.
Nggak bisa
I expect that
kau aman.
I didn't see that here.
Look, at the end of the day, we asked you together to conceive a dish and then independently go and create it. The same dish. A tall task by any order. We asked
Asta.
you also that the dish be of Michelin starred
Ah.
quality. That's something that would really wow us. So the question really is, what was it supposed to
Totot.
be? With the sauce abundant like that, or with no sauce visible?
Probably right in the middle.
Quite frankly, for me, Sue's is a better executed dish.
Please, step back. Thank you.
Joseph, Anne, please bring your dishes forward.
During the challenge, I did more of the instructing, and Joseph really was just like, okay, you bet. But I feel like we just made a really amazing dish, and I believe that our dish is going to look just like each other's.
Chef Dominique, you do the honors.
What do you guys think we did today?
I feel great about it.
I think they're going to look very, very similar.
Very similar or identical?
Identical.
Okay, let's see.
Well, we got to pick the same dish.
And please describe what you made.
It's a seaweed steamed halibut with sticky rice and a miso broth.
Whose idea was this? Who owns it?
So I own this.
We had 5 minutes in that pantry to think, and I look at this, and it's just like, there's no green, there's no vibrancy, there's no colour, there's just like lumps of snow.
In all fairness, they look similar.
Let's hope it tastes better than it looks.
Yeah, fair enough, tasty.
Mag lite godare?
不要，不要，
这个可以。
不要。Beracik lah.
Your halibut was actually cooked nicely. I thought it was a little bit dry from the outside, but no, it's actually quite nice. You turn the miso broth into a glaze. It's super rich. Joseph, your fish is overcooked. Your rice is seasoned, but you've actually got a broth there.
And when I tasted the halibut, I thought it was seasoned perfectly. You know, the rice was a little bit bland, but I like the fish. So, Joseph, you see, halibut is a fish that is hard to cook. If it's not seasoned properly and overcooked, then I think the dish is done, you know.
For me, Anne, your sauce is very aggressive with the aromatics, and it's really tough to get through. Joseph, you had something that was more akin to a broth, but needed to be strained, and there needs to be some vegetables.
Tonight we asked you to create 2 dishes that were identical. And we also asked you to create a dish that was worthy of a Michelin-starred restaurant. What are these dishes has a full-flavored, seasoned approach that I would expect from a restaurant dish. The other of these two dishes seemed under-seasoned, watery, a total amateur show.
Thank you, Joseph, and please.
Coming out of this tasting, I'm feeling discouraged. I feel terrible that I didn't speak up sooner. I should have stepped up. I should have voiced my opinions. I should have told Anne that this was a terrible idea for a dish.
I'm so sorry. Can you send straight and I'm sorry, Joseph.
Okay, last but not least, Kelsey and Abe, please bring your dishes forward.
I feel good bringing these
Masih
dishes up to the
25
judges.
tamu.
I think the entire cook went awesome. We communicated the whole time. I just hope that when we take those cloches off, that the plates look identical. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, not too bad. We did a crispy skin salmon with a parsnip puree, roasted radish, and some sauteed broccolini.
Visually, it looks like you're cooking side by side. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that could be a dish we could serve definitely at one of the restaurants for sure.
Kelsey, I am slightly worried with the density of your salmon that is undercooked. Because when you're touching 1.5 inches, 2 inches of depth and thickness, it's very hard to get that cooked all the way through. But Kelsey, let's find out, shall we?
Bantu.
To locate a lost book.
It contained
Sesat din kau, sesat.
for obtaining immortality. I'll be dragging you through a wall.
I can handle the journey.
It's time to choose your
Zenko.
A Discovery of Witches. Double episodes. Next Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. on Fox Life.
Memang Zenko gak ada bantu.
Kemanapun kita pergi, apapun cerita yang kita jalani, kita selalu berdampingan dan saling menguatkan. Karena kita adalah bangsa yang pasti bisa melewati segalanya. Karena Indonesia selalu bersama.
This September on National Geographic Network, we chart this tragic day minute by minute, 20 years after the attacks. Watch as these animals show off their comedy chops in this new series.
Ah ya dia aku salah ya.
Wild edibles, all new this September on National Geographic Network.
We're trying to locate your daughter. Is she okay? She's actually wanted in a murder investigation.
Freaking out. I'm worried we're gonna get caught.
Guilty people run. That's what guilty people do.
I'm out $300,000.
Just trust me. It hasn't really worked out for us.
In the Dark. Thursdays at 10 p.m. Same day as the U.S. on Fox Life.
I broke a lot of promises and I'm just trying not to break anymore. I'm not giving up on you.
All clear?
Don't you either.
Just tell me what you need, what your patients need. I don't care if it's not covered. I don't care if the board said no. Let's get into some trouble. Let's be doctors. Again.
New Amsterdam. 4 nights a week at 10:55 p.m. on Fox Life.
Kelsey, puree is absolutely spot on. Salad delicious. Your salmon is utter perfection. A lot of viewers tonight would look at that and think that's undercooked, but it's not, because it's just separated, layer after layer. Both salmons were executed beautifully, but one was what they call a chef's dream. Abe, your seasoning is spot on.
Curie's like velvet, the crisp on the skin, beautiful. But the last thing you ever do is stick a wet soggy salad on top of it.
Yeah, you're just 22, and you cook better than other people that I met through my life call themselves chefs. So congratulations on this. Seriously, I'm blown away with this salmon. This is the way that I cook. Did you
Dengan
really
satu
cook with?
jijin ko sudu lot. Benedetta-nya bilang nggak boleh lot. Bago.
So the spirit of the wall is the spirit of our restaurants, where every night we have to create identical dishes, sometimes 50 times a night. You did an excellent job, and we'll leave it at that.
Thank you.
Oh ya, kamu tambahin.
Yeah, we've got some serious talking to do. Please, give us a moment. Thank you. And tonight's cook-off with the top two teams and bottom two teams.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Kelsey and A.
They had a lot of high points.
They did, didn't they?
They did a good job.
Alejandro and Sue. That fish, they nailed. Beefy.
The snapper's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Joseph and Anne, I mean, they got off on the wrong footing.
The vision wasn't clear.
The vision,
Yeah, the vision, yeah.
Sure. And then Michael and Autumn's pork dishes.
It was serviceable.
Yeah, I thought Autumn's pork was delicious.
Yeah, but a vegetable were not as.
No.
Yes, how?
We're clear on the weakest performing pair and the winner.
Yes, absolutely.
What a night. That was a tough challenge. 60 minutes to execute the same dish, but working with a wall set. That's no easy task. Unfortunately, there were some highs and lows. And Abe, tonight you proved to all four of us that
Salah.
strengths are actually better than one. Congratulations, both of you. You are the winners of tonight's challenge. You win an amazing dinner at Dominic Per's amazing restaurant. And it says, they love it.
I'm so excited to get dinner at Dominic Friend's
Amat.
restaurant. So right now I am feeling great.
The next deserving pair that we felt was a cut above the rest executed two incredible proteins. Cooked beautifully. Congratulations, Alejandro and Sue. Head up to the safety valve. Well done.
Good job, guys.
The last group that are heading up to the balcony, they had their ups and downs, but nothing that was too tight. Congratulations.
As soon as Chef Ramsay says that me and Michael are safe, I am like, woo. I'm really glad that me and Michael were able to communicate and just put everything we had on that plate.
Unfortunately, that leaves you two, Anne and Joseph, and the whole character of the dish didn't quite work. Joseph, the fish was sadly overcooked. Most dishes were underwhelming, but we thought there was one dish that was below par. The person leaving MasterChef,
Lomba hari.
that person is Joseph. And please say goodbye to Joseph. Head up to the balcony.
Push lah.
Joseph, tonight I felt you weren't present, and I'm disappointed. The fish was sadly overcooked. I know damn well you could have done better. That Filipino culture that you brought in early in this competition, you blew us away. Come and say goodbye. Continue cooking. Yes, chef. Yeah, good man. Take care, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling defeated. I should have stepped up. Instead of listening to her exact instructions, I should have just made one better than hers. Look at her. But this has been a great journey, and it was a great opportunity for me to showcase my skills.
Perfect fish, excellent dish, no negative comments.
I put my career on hold to come out here and follow my dreams.
Ayo tidur dulu deh. Gak bisa. Mending langsung yang jadi inteng matamu.
The fact that you're able to impart so much flavor is really striking.
Pakai tank aja aku nggak bisa.
Feeling inside of like self-worth and accomplishment.
What you've done with that marinade is absolutely spot on.
And I'll never forget being in the kitchen with such amazing chefs.
Really great dish. This is a restaurant dish.
This experience has just been out of this world.
Yep. Kita nonton apa cuy setengah jam. Wala na nga sehat katamu. Udah lu tengai kasi bener tim lu yuk. Lu gendong. Gak bisa tank. Disuruh tank Pak Ago.
Chef Legends continues next on Fox Life.
How you feeling?
Sampai tanya nyai.
Think it's just a game. Think again.
Another life, Dean.
It takes lightning reflexes,
Grab him, grab him, grab him.
quick decisions,
You got a bit extra time, just a little bit smoother and quicker.
and faultless agility
Connie, you're 100%.
Come on, come on, come on.
to beat the cube.
You're making this look easy.
It's not.
The Cube Australia, every night at 8 p.m. on Fox.
All right, field trip's over.
Gak bisa
Come out.
tank.
You're dizzy, come back. No alcohol.
Ada pakai air sama gitu nggak bisa.
You.
Bisa
You
dikit-dikit.
know, stick to that.
Ih,
Ethan.
bisa dikit-dikit. Jangan meremehkan. Kocak.
Ethan, you okay?
Jam deh.
What do you take, Brett? Ow! I need help over here! There's a hot wall. We got to get into the chopper.
Bawa juga Monica.
What did he take, Brett?
Aku bisa manggil. Tapi dikit. Kalau bisa ngapain ngefit. Coba besok.
We did a top stream, but only on the injured one.
Mau babar.
So let me know when you gotta reach.
Dah, IDML.
Pulse check.
Semuanya udah masuk.
200 joules. Brett, what did he take? Charges? Saigon? Ready. Everyone clear? Compressions. Brett, what did he take?
It was dangerous.
Whatever it was, he did it to impress you, alright? So if you don't tell us now, Ethan's gonna die.
Soy sauce. He drank soy sauce.
Aku mau ke mana?
Pledges do this. If they don't, they get to the cost of it.
Don't play
Just
Monday.
drink a few sips and take a whack, but Ethan drank the whole bottle.
Sambil try.
Hypernatremia made worse by alcohol consumption. There's only
Nah.
water from his organs and his brain.
You can fix it, all right?
During an infusion of D5W. I'll take out the compression.
Udah tahu kan ya kan Johet. Marah. Astaga, yang ku benci, Hale.
Eksklusif di GTV.
75 juta untuk yang bisa membuat aku tertawa. Di sini yang junior adu humor, yang senior berhemat bocor.
Bapaknya.
Semuanya dapat air botol, saya cuma teko. Dandanya biasa-biasa pesaing. Ngangkat terus di Duo Komedia setiap hari Minggu jam 9 malam live di GTV.
PM on Fox Life.
Woi,
Hi, Jamie.
kok ngasam sih ini?
What? I need to
Salah,
borrow
malas aku.
£10 for the cab driver outside. He's such a jerk. No, he's just doing his job. He drove me here from the airport. I owe him the money. No, my boyfriend. Oh, okay. Like going to
Jengkok.
Texas. Oh no. Thank you for trusting me to share that Maybe you deserve
Pala
better.
din kotot.
I see that your purse is right there, and you're in no condition to get it. You just stay right there, and I will do this. You're right. Thank you.
Who's this?
Someone who thinks I deserve better. And you know what? She's right. I never want to see you again, Jamie.
Awas lah.
Cassie!
We're trying to locate your daughter. Is she okay? She's actually wanted in a murder investigation.
Freaking out. I'm worried we're gonna get caught.
What's done is done. It's only a matter of time before they find the bodies. It's
Ngapain sih? Dalam masa aku.
Whatever it is you're running from, no one's gonna be able to find you now. It took Josh 5 hours
Diam
to
aja
start
aku.
an official investigation. He's not gonna stop.
Udah ya. Aku beban aja di sini ya. Gitu aja terus. Kalau mau aku bantu nggak usah. Nggak usah. Tak butuh.
Just trust me. That hasn't really worked out for us.
In the Dark, Thursdays at 10 p.m. Same day as the U.S. on Fox Life.
Ini sini aja. Sini aja udah. Nggak usah. Nggak usah ngakir, nggak usah. Nggak usah ngebantu teman, nggak usah. Diam aja.
4, at least. It's a piece of cake. Oh yeah, is that why you cried last night, Rookie? Because it was so easy. All we need is your phone. See you on the other side. There's no prize for most dramatic. No point in screaming. Nobody else is staying on this floor.
Zen, awas.
Continues next on Fox Life.
Previously on MasterChef Legends. Welcome back, top 10.
I can't believe I'm in the top 10 of MasterChef.
Please welcome the godfather of California cuisine, Jonathan White.
Sen kau dajal.
Being legendary.
Cabut lama-lama mau datang.
Competition once
Tengok lah.
Does anyone have any extra prawns?
Oh my lord. The presentation, where's the mark?
This is a restaurant dish.
I'm blown away with
This has been one of your best creations.
Thank you, chef.
And 3 more home cooks were eliminated. Mummified.
Ya udah bodo amat, mau teman kasih bodo amat. Biarkan aja. Nggak usah aku ngebantu. Awas sana. Pengawal matamu. Pengawal matamu. Awas. Untuk mengawal aku.
It's very exciting to see.
You're a little bit out of your league. Honestly, I'm mortified.
Ngekir aja lah, tot. Sekarang udah kena Harley juga. Awas.
What a legend we have today. Yeah, but also just caution. What we can learn from this particular legend.
Nggak usah, aku mau ngebawa senja di sini.
Now that we're in the top 7, it just gives me so much motivation to prove now to my children that like their mom can do whatever she puts her mind to.
Good to see you all. Welcome back. We are in the top 7 now. But get ready to change gears for tonight's challenge. Now, tonight's legendary guest, she's one of the only female chefs in the country who
has mastered the art of traditional Japanese cuisine and, along the way, earning an impressive 2 Michelin stars. All of you, please welcome Nikki Nakayama.
I'm feeling so excited that Chef Nikki is here because specifically in Japan they don't have a lot of women chefs.
Itu ada awkwardnya
And last time I was on a Japanese challenge, I made it in the top 3, so.
Oh my goodness me, Nikki, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
First of all, I'd like to wish you a huge congratulations on those 2 Michelin stars. Yeah?
Thank you.
Ngapain ku pencet tuh?
You opened Enaka here in Los Angeles in 2011. The restaurant's been a phenomenon, and now you're at the top. But take me back to the beginning.
Well, I started wanting to cook only after I
Awas.
graduated from school, and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. But I spent a year in Japan actually, and I spent the summer working in the kitchen.
Now your restaurant is renowned for the kaiseki. Give us a proper insight. What is it?
We do a 13-course dinner. It's 13 courses of individual dishes, but it's a meal as a whole. So we think it through from the beginning to the end, putting the dishes in these orders and how it balances each other out. That's really important.
Now, tonight you will follow Chef Nikki's lead and do a much simplified kaiseki version of 3 stunning courses. And as with Chef Nikki's kaiseki service, your dishes must work as a cohesive menu.
To give you a better idea of what we mean, Chef Nikki has graciously brought in some example dishes for you to see.
So I'm feeling a little nervous because I don't know what kaiseki is. I know it's really Japanese cuisine, and I'm very intimidated by that.
And here I've prepared for you a grilled, a steamed, and a fried dish. There's a thought process that we have. So for the grilled dish, I've made grilled bronzino. The bronzino is heavily salted, but not overwhelmingly salted. For the steamed dish, I brought a traditional chawanmushi steamed egg custard. The chawanmushi is actually a lot lighter. It has a little bit of sweetness to it. It sort of recalibrates your palate for the tempura, which is not seasoned, but a very traditional Japanese fried dish. So the whole of the menu really, really matters. It's all about enjoying the natural flavors of something.
Beauty done. That is how a true master chef executes kaiseki daily.
I love Japanese food, so I'm familiar with all these ingredients, but 3 dishes is going to be really tough. And those 3 plates have to have connection to each other, so it's going to be a very challenging task.
Guys, you have 60 minutes to prepare 3 master-worthy dishes. And we want you to incorporate 3 key elements: a grilled dish, a steamed dish, and a fried dish.
You will have access to the full Master Chef pantry, along with a special selection of Japanese ingredients that might be found in a traditional kaiseki service.
Now listen closely.
Sekali.
Whoever cooks the best dishes will win a wonderful dinner for 2 at Chef Nikki's restaurant in Naka.
But, Mr. Jeffrey, if your dishes aren't up to the MasterChef Legend standard, then this might be your last night inside the MasterChef kitchen. Because someone will be eliminated. Right, so are we ready?
Para jengkon.
Good. 3 stunning dishes. Your 60 minutes. Start.
Now!
Go.
Oh,
Okay.
sushi rice. Turnips. Japanese cuisine I enjoy eating, but it's not something I'm used to working with. So going into this challenge, I'm nervous, especially because the last 2 weeks I was on the bottom. So today I have to get this right no matter what. And so I want to make a grilled squid, and for my steamed, I am going to cook out a turnip. And then for my fried, I'm going to make a prawn-filled gyoza. Making 1 dish in 60 minutes is tough. Today I gotta make 3. Soy sauce.
Let's go. 5 minutes gone.
So I definitely feel like
Awas lah.
I might have like the upper hand a tiny bit just because I go to Japan a lot. For my grilled, I'm going to do a yakitori meatball with an egg sauce. For my steamed, I am going to onigiri spicy salmon rice ball. And for my fried, a creamy crab croquette with a sesame sauce. Every time I go to Japan, I love the street food, so I'm definitely going to try to highlight that in my dish, and hopefully Nikki is impressed with what I bring to the table today.
Let's do it. Better training is my main thing, and
making agavashi tofu, steamed sushi omelet, and I'm making grilled cod. And, I'm going to do the best I can, and hopefully it's good enough.
I'm not
Sabang-sabang
very versed in
matamu.
Japanese cuisine, so I'm very nervous for that. I definitely feel a lot of pressure to like do well
Sabang
in the
matamu.
challenge. So I'm gonna make a grilled scallop with a marinade. I'm gonna steam
Black
a
lagi.
cod in a soy sake kombu broth.
Bodoh.
My fried component is going to be a Japanese style fried chicken, cooked all in cornstarch or like potato flour, so it keeps it nice and like crispy.
Keep it going. Let's go. I gotta throw my tempura butter. A really exciting challenge. You serve that beautiful kaiseki in 13 different ways. Tonight, we've asked them for 3 ways. We're hoping for flair, great imagination, but more importantly, they need to respect the ingredients.
Yes.
And the 3 dishes need to complement each other.
3 different dishes with 3 cooking techniques is very difficult and very hard. Even for me, like I don't know what I would do.
I think it's going to be a good challenge for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Bodoh amat. Lupa sana bodoh.
The first thing needs the rest of that batter, right?
Right.
Gotta make sure it's got the right consistency before I drop it into that fryer.
Ini ngepol aku.
The next few steps.
Do the batter, set the oil, make sure the temperature is being held right. It's good. Then they would have to think about the timing that it takes to actually impart flavor into the product they're going to grill. There you go. Ready? Hello, Chef. How are you today?
Very well. How are you?
Very honored to meet you, man. Honor is mine. I can't wait to eat your food.
Food based on strengths and has literally put Remy's cuisine on the map here in the last chef kitchen. Never been in the bottom 3. How important would it be?
Mau apa lagi, Zed? Sana pergi. Ah,
So this is actually something that I'm familiar with. So I come from a very strong Asian culture. I connect to you like emotionally, personally. I feel your heart. I feel your heart.
Give us an insight to these 3 grilled dishes.
I'm going to start with grilled shrimps with a little bit
sekali
of
ku tengok
miso.
aku sama Mama.
For the steam part, I'm going to do gyoza, mushrooms, okay? And for the fried part, it'll be traditional tonkatsu.
Wow. So just be careful those mushrooms. You know they need proper cooking.
Yes, yeah.
We do like to pre-cook it a little bit
Yes,
so
ma'am.
that the flavor comes out, and then make sure you cool it enough before you mix it with your meats.
Yes, ma'am. I will. Thank you very much.
kotot.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Hello, chef.
Hi, man. How are you?
We're getting through.
So what are you cooking today?
So today we're going to use prawn to make fried pot stickers, and I'm going to
Awas,
grill
ha?
squid. We're going to steam turnips
Kamu
with
tuh
a
pengawal
miso
aku.
mixture in the inside.
These are parsnips.
I quickly realized my turnip is not a turnip. It's not turnips. Parsnips, and I know that, you guys.
That's all good.
Maju-maju. Tengok jenggot tuh. Oke.
But you want to locate your daughter. Is she okay?
Ada pun nggak sama aja.
Freaking out. I'm worried we're going to get caught.
I'm out $300,000.
In the Dark, Thursdays at 10 p.m. Same day as the U.S. on Fox Live.
Kemanapun kita pergi,
Udah diam aja aku mah. Bodo amat.
kita selalu beriman dan saling menguatkan. Karena kita adalah bangsa
Bodo amat.
yang pasti bisa melewati segalanya. Karena Indonesia selalu bersama.
Welcome to a U.S. Open unlike any we have ever seen before.
Bodo amat.
The Big Apple
Kuat coklat sana.
New York City, the grandest stage in all tennis, at the last Grand Slam of the year. That's an incredible shot. The Big O-Go-O at the U.S. Open 2021, live on the Fox Sports Network.
He's gonna show you how to cook. I'm gonna make fun of it.
Gak mau.
This is what I'm liking. We're better than ever. When you see a picture of the dream, you just gotta see it all the way through.
You suffer from excellent taste.
The Kelly Clarkson Show. Today at 6:10 p.m. on Fox Live.
These are parsnips.
I quickly realized my turnip is not a turnip.
Matamu, Jin.
Parsnips, and I know that, you guys.
That's all good. Are you gonna steam these?
I am going to.
I've never had stuffed parsnips.
Mahal na kayong
So that would be a new
dua
one.
umat
Did you just
itu.
kind of come up with that?
I want to do something earthy and something that's going to cleanse the palate between my two dishes.
So it's a bit irreverent for like traditional Japanese. You just have to be really good when you leave the tradition behind a little bit. Do you think you're that good?
Listen, I don't have a choice. We're down to the top 7, right? And so, yes, I'm going to risk it today. Turnips versus
Nggak
parsnips,
mau.
they're a lot alike. All I'm thinking right now is I'm going to make these parsnips work. And so I'm going to push through. Oh, my word.
Capek aku gitu sama kalian. Ngeselin.
Good chef, good.
What are the courses?
A fried chicken with a spicy mayo. For the
Yeah,
grilled, I'm
dapat.
thinking a marinated tomato.
How do we lift that to the Premier League?
So that's where the panko comes in, the salt and pepper with some micro cilantro just right on top because I really want the tomato to speak for itself. For the steam part, I'm thinking of making mochi and then wrap the mochi around the strawberry, so more like a sweet, I was thinking.
Well, mochi's a good idea. Very Japanese. It's the kind of dough you can use in sweet or savoury. But
Desserts is not what we're looking for.
Okay, understood. Well, we can do a savory mochi and then just put some shrimp in there, chef.
Yes.
I would keep
I
it
would
savoury.
keep it savory.
Yeah.
Good, chef.
And then think of a nice sauce that isn't overwhelming.
Okay, understood.
Fingers crossed you may get into the top 6.
Yes, chef.
Good luck.
Thank you, chef. With my international background, I know a small bit of Japanese cuisine, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I've never made mochi before, but I need to make sure to impress the judges, so here we go.
All right, so I never check with Asian flavors in this competition at all.
Now you gotta be versatile in this kitchen, and I'm willing to prove it.
What's the dish?
I'm doing a broth with gumbo and bonito flakes. That's gonna be finished with mushrooms, a yakitori with scallions, and then the third dish is gonna be a tempura dish.
Scallions and chicken thighs. You're gonna put them on the grill.
Yes, sir.
And
I
those
promise you
scallions
that.
have to be cooked through.
Yes.
They can't be
Yes,
raw.
absolutely.
That's a problem already.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna cook those giant chunks of scallion and those small pieces of chicken at the same time.
Well, how he moves it around the grill is going to be essential
I
and
will
key.
get it done.
I think simplicity is going to be a big challenge. We know your history about creating so much confusion on plate. Today you have to really limit, edit yourself, keep the essence of Japanese simplicity, and give us delicious, simple flavors.
Yes, chef.
Good luck, Alejandro.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I'm okay.
What's your experience with Asian flavours?
Not very much, just experimenting in my own kitchen, but I'm not versed in these flavors.
Talk us through the three components.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a grilled scallop. It is marinating in a little yuzu, a little oil, just a little bit of red miso, a bit of soy. And then I'm going to do a steamed cod with kombu, mirin, soy.
Would you glaze the cod?
No, I wouldn't glaze the cod. What I would do is adjust the broth that you're going to put on top of it.
Okay. And then fried is just a very classic Hawaii fried chicken.
Love that. So, Kelsey, a little bird told me some exciting news. She's not just cooking for herself.
My husband and I, we are expecting our third.
Love that.
Number 3.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, number 3.
Boy, a girl.
It's a boy, another boy. So girl, boy, boy.
Please, promise me you won't call the boy on.
No.
No.
If I win, maybe I'll come Gordon, you know.
Does she sound amazing? Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I gotta get moving.
Got this.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Shrimp.
Incredible dish, Shanna.
Yep.
Yes.
So, Sue is playing to her strengths again. I mean, she's not keeping it simple, is she?
No, she's not. She's actually making some gyoza.
And she's doing almost like a pounded pork chop.
Right.
And then she's going to coat that. Kelsey's doing a beautiful grilled scallop. That's part of her grilling course. She's marinating the scallops as we speak. They look incredible.
So Alejandro is doing some traditional scallions and chicken thighs on a skewer grill, which is nice, but you know, could be a little bit simple because it's a very kind of common dish in that yakitori style. And has parsnips, and she's carved them out.
And she's putting miso and tons of aromatics
Ano,
inside
Pai?
us. Sort of a filling / marinade.
GG Kampai.
I've never seen parsnips
Lu harus komen, harus
We
subscribe
don't use it in
dulu.
Japanese cuisine, so it'll be very interesting.
I think that she made a mistake. I think that she thought the parsnips were turnips.
Hey,
slightly
Bodo amat.
stumbled because he started steaming mochi with strawberries. Have you ever tasted a steamed strawberry?
No, it already has tons of water. Why would you add more?
I think it's based on what he's personally experienced, what Japanese food is like, and he's just pulling from that vocabulary.
Kuning, mantap sekali, Bon.
I'm going to steam the shrimp on the mochi and serve
Kuning
that as a
merah.
steamed course.
I think he suffers from his youthful inexperience.
Ah.
A little bit of a surprise. I was worried, but I'm glad he's changed direction.
Yep. Guys, we're down to
Oi.
20 minutes to go.
I'm gonna hurry up.
I hope I won't be going home tonight, but anything's up in the air at the moment. I'm looking at the clock and I'm hoping that this mochi dough will be done. So fingers crossed. Looking down, the mochi is definitely not coming together, and this is really concerning. If I don't have a steamed portion of the meal, it's clear that I'll be going home because that's part of the requirement. I'm cutting it very close on time.
Ah.
I don't know what to do. Looking down, the mochi is definitely not coming together.
Yalah,
and this is
mantap.
really concerning. So I'm trying to find
Mantap
what's the best
matamu.
and quickest way of getting that steam component on the tray. Plan B, I decide to steam the prawns and just have those sit by themselves with the soy sauce. And I'm just crossing my fingers in hopes that it will come together somehow.
Actually, I should grill them 6 minutes.
Okay, Autumn, what's going on here? Oh my God, that's beautifully cooked salmon. That looks.
So the salmon, I'm gonna put it
Cut
inside the
my-
rice. I steamed the salmon, I steamed the rice.
I don't feel like you're in your element. Is this the
Shit.
kind of night you would have at home with your roommates?
This is definitely like way more up my alley than usual.
Tell us a little bit about your grilled item. What do you have there?
So I have a yakitori chicken meatball, and I'm gonna be doing it with like an egg soy sauce.
Nice. You know,
Yeah.
can I say that you're within the cultural reference, but you're like amping up everything,
Of course.
intensity, flavor. And
Yeah.
that's who you are.
I'm just gonna try to put as much flavor as I can without overdoing it.
I like the strategy, Autumn.
Thank you. Let's do this. Make my pot stickers pretty. Yes, sir.
How we doing?
You know, Chef Ramsay, I'm here.
You got this, girl. Come on.
I got this. I do want to say, such a pleasure to meet you. Oh, that is fine. Thank you.
What is that?
This is person. We love person, so I can't wait.
Japanese restaurant did you see steamed parsnips in?
It was actually Morimoto's, but it was
Ah.
it was turnips.
And you transformed that into a parsnip.
That's exactly what I did.
And what's black and sits on the grill?
And what's black and sits in a wok?
Your leeks.
Oh,
8 minutes to go. Bring it together. You've got this, okay? Good luck.
thank you.
So, Michael, you come from like Italian, American, New Jersey. Like, I get the kind of food you grew up eating. This couldn't be further away.
More than being intimidated about cooking it and get my flavors right is remembering everything that goes into it with 3 dishes.
It's about being a master chef.
Yes, absolutely. You're 100% correct.
All right, Michael, what are you cooking today?
I'm gonna do a steamed sushi. I'm gonna do a dashi. These are new recently.
Right. And then you're going to choose to steam it.
Yes, I'm
Have you ever done that technique before? And what makes you feel confident that you'll be able to nail that?
I don't know how confident I am. I'm taking a risk.
And if you nail this, right, kudos to you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
What are you gonna fry? I'm gonna fry tofu.
Right, so.
Yep. The tofu's gonna go into the agadashi. It's the broth with the.
Okay, that's good. And what are you going to grill? I'm going to grill my fish. Thanks. Do a black card. Good luck.
Appreciate it, guys.
Guys, we're down to 7 minutes remaining. Make sure you give yourselves at least 3 minutes to plate. And that's a minute per dish.
Michael comes from Jersey, Italian-American. He's also a vegan. So he's doing 3 different dishes. He's doing tofu. He's got some black cod that he's going to grill. And then he's going to do a steamed omelet. And if you over-steam an egg, it's going to be something very off-putting. So hopefully he can nail that.
That did better. Right, sweat. Oh, damn it.
Guys, I'm worried about Anne. Is she going to finish? Anne, unfortunately, all over the place. Oh, boy.
We're down to 2 minutes remaining. Last 2 minutes.
It should be okay.
Let's go, guys. Focus, please, yes? 3 stunning portions, individual dishes. Let's go.
This is not my name.
Presentation.
Finesse. Broth. This is intense.
Really, really exciting.
3 stunning dishes. Let's go, guys. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7,
Ah, shit.
I'm feeling really great about what I did today. All these ingredients have their natural flavors shine to the utmost perfection.
I'm on the fence of how I feel about this dish. I ended up steaming prawns because that mochi really messed me up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I use Japanese ingredients best I know how. The agadashi tofu, I think, is a knockout. There's sushi egg omelet. It will be delicious if it's cooked all the way through.
Today the pressure got me. I grabbed the person inside the train. Things that I were watching slip by like my pot stickers. So one of them burned. Oh, I don't want to move.
I'll go on the premises. I'm just trying not to break anymore.
I'm not giving up on you.
All clear?
Don't you either.
Just tell me what you need, what your patients need. And I don't care if it's not covered. I don't care if the board said no. Let's get into some trouble. Let's be doctors again.
New Amsterdam. 4 nights a week at 10:55 p.m. on Fox Life.
Kemanapun kita pergi, apapun cerita yang kita jalani, kita selalu berdampingan dan saling menguatkan. Karena kita adalah bangsa yang pasti bisa melewati segalanya. Karena Indonesia selalu bersama.
This September on National Geographic Network, we chart this tragic day minute by minute, 20 years after the attacks.
Watch as these animals show off their comedy chops in this new series.
Cover the wonderful smorgasbord of wild edibles. September on National Geographic Network. The idea of 9 different centuries in the future.
We need to locate the next book.
It contained a secret method for obtaining immortality.
I've been dragging you through a wall.
I can handle the journey.
It's time to choose your side.
A Discovery of Witches. Double episodes. Next Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. on Fox Life.
We're trying to locate your daughter.
Is she okay?
She's actually wanted in a murder investigation.
Freaking out. I'm worried we're gonna get caught.
Guilty people run. That's what guilty people do. I'm not $300,000.
Just trust me. That hasn't really worked out for us.
In the Dark. Thursdays at 10 p.m. Same day as the U.S. on Fox Life.
Well done, all of you. That was a tough 60 minutes. Tonight, your task was to prepare 3 stunning dishes. Grilled, steamed, and fried. All of this in a nod to the Japanese tradition of kosaki. Right, let's kick off with Autumn. Really happy for
Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I didn't go very traditional kaiseki, but I know that my flavors are there, so I'm hoping that that's enough to get me on the balcony and to give me this win.
Right, awesome. Describe your dishes, please.
So I did my take on a grilled yakitori chicken meatball with an onsen egg sauce. For my steamed, I did a spicy salmon onigiri with a spicy mayo. And for my fried, a creamy crab croquette with sesame sauce. It's very exciting to see. It does look like Japanese street food. It's plated up really nicely. It's simple, but it's colorful.
Having that experience in Tokyo and Kyoto, you know your Japanese flavors. So I can't wait to get in there. Sure.
Up.
In terms of your grilled dish, I thought the chicken was good. I'm used to it being a little bit more tender. I think my favorite was definitely the honey cream korokke, the fried dish. So I think you did a good job. I like the taste of it a lot. Thank you. When we move on to the steamed dish, the rice is a little bit more firmer than I would have chosen.
As far as balance, it's very skewed. You have a creamy sauce, another creamy sauce, so there's really nothing to break it up.
Awesome, your execution oozes confidence, without a doubt. Slightly too heavy, but salmon's delicious, really delicious. And then we come into the showstopper for me, it was the croquette. It's a tough one to get right, that, but you've absolutely nailed it. Flavors are there, bold, really bold.
I loved everything about this. I thought it was really, really good.
Thank you.
Dave, can you bring down your dishes?
Walking up to the judges, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I'm not sure what to think about the prawns.
Young man, can you describe your dishes?
So we start off with the steamed prawns. I made a ponzu with hoisin sauce. The second one is a grilled tomato, marinated with mirin, soy sauce, garlic, and then the final one is a fried chicken with rice, nori, and a spicy mayo.
I love the presentation. Okay, the colours pop, beautifully, but to have the balls tonight to marinate the tomato, that's a brave move because we want to stick to the traditions, but if it works, you know, rules are there to be broken. Shall we?
For the steam dish, the prawns are really great. They're definitely on the stronger side. And to follow that with the tomato, I think it worked for me. In terms of your fried chicken dish, I thought the chicken flavoring was really nice.
Very good. Very good in the concept. When I eat these three things together, it felt like I was eating a meal. Yeah.
Yeah, young man, for me, your prawn dish, just be very careful. You said hoisin ponzu sauce. There's no hoisin in ponzu. Yes. You know, when you make statements like that, you're making a promise.
Babe, your flavours are majestic, but who would have thought tonight the star of your dish was this moment? But the last thing you should ever do to a chicken breast is fry it. There's no flavour, there's no fat, there's nothing to bounce back and fry that hot oil. Luckily, your prawns are delicious and flavourful, even without the mochi. There's something skillful about the way you think and compose. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And can you please bring your dishes forward?
I'm feeling nervous, but I'm also trying right now to just focus on the positives. I'm hoping that the judges recognize that my dishes show skill level and that I did a good enough job describing today. I don't want to be at the bottom.
And can you please describe your dishes?
Yes, so I'm starting out with baby squid that I marinated, grilled, and then glazed. Next, I have a steamed parsnip that has panko breadcrumbs and miso, and I finished with a prawn stuffed gyoza.
And you know, this platter of dishes, it just lacks the colour.
The parsnips, I just can't get over. They're like cartoonish for me. I mean, maybe your intention was right. You would never serve anything like that.
And you know, this platter of dishes, it just lacks the colour.
The parsnips, I just can't get over. They're like cartoonish for me. I mean, maybe your intention was right, but you would never serve anything like that.
Let's dig in and taste, shall we? Let's make one thing absolutely clear. It actually tastes better than it looks. Guys, beautiful. Just be careful of that colour. You want them coloured but not blackened. You know, the pasta could have worked had you sliced that into chunks. And then when you get that delicate sweetness of those squids, slice it open. Because the squid's tasty on the outside, it's just when you get on the inside, it's undercooked. And it's sort of slimy in the middle.
Yes, chef, thank you. I feel like your grilled dish, the squid marinade was a little bit flat. For the steamed dish, I thought, this is really brave. Because in Japan, we do a dish like this, of course, with the smaller baby kabu tuna. So I understand where your mentality was, but the parsnips were a little underseasoned for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's a lot of technical shortcomings on this dish, and I think you're smart enough to know where you could have improved, right?
Yes, chef.
Yeah, there's a bit of problems in plating. Not enough color. For me, the parsnip tastes like an unseasoned, half-cooked parsnip.
Sorry, Joe.
Thank you, Anne.
Right, next up, Michael.
So I'm feeling a little nervous. Japanese cuisine is out of my comfort zone. And my biggest concern is my omelet may be a little bit overcooked.
Michael, describe the three dishes, please.
So I have a fried vegan hydroponic tofu, and I have a sushi omelet, which should be baked in a water bath, but I steamed it. And then I have a grilled black cod.
Honestly, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm excited to taste that crunchy tofu. Shall we? those vegetables are slightly undercooked. Could have done with a touch longer in there, so you can actually taste the vegetables as opposed to the sort of rawness of them. The omelette had all the aspirations of something quite sort of authentic, slightly grainy, so it feels like it's souffled and overcooked.
In terms of your fried dish, I thought the tofu really retained its crunchiness really well in spite of the fact that it was steeped in the dashi. For the steamed dish, the egg custard is, for me, overcooked. Sushi omelet is supposed to be like, it's known for its juiciness and bounciness and that texture. The black cod is really delicious. I liked the amount of salt. It wasn't overwhelming. And I did like the crispy skin. I thought it was really delicious.
The fish, yes, it was extremely well seasoned. I thought it had a lot of sesame oil, and it kind of took over a little bit for me. Okay.
So, Michael, it's probably not the most beautiful trio of dishes
yeah.
out there, right? I think that each of the preparations
Yeah,
had
Mon.
a bit of a problem. I think that the cod would have benefited from us. I think the omelet and the eggs are overcooked. And I think the tofu is a little bit soggy.
Thank you, Michael. Right, next up, Alejandro, please, make your way down. Thank you.
As an individual that hasn't done a lot of Japanese cuisine, I'm nervous, but you never know until it gets to the chef's mouth and once they eat it. So, fingers crossed that they say they like all my components.
Alejandro, please explain your 3 dishes.
We are starting with a tempura dish. We have a spot prawn. We have sweet potato, baby eggplant, and asparagus with a soy and mirin sauce. For the second course, we have a broth made out of kombu, bonito flake, and steamed shiitake mushroom. And on the third dish, we have a yakitori with a sauce made out of ginger, garlic, and blood orange.
Alejandro, visually it looks beautiful, but I'm a little bit disappointed because it's a broth. You see the mushroom, big deal. It doesn't really highlight the dish. Shall we?
Alejandro, what you presented has a lot of positive attributes. The yakitori is deep, it's rich, it's sweet. The scallions are cooked through. I didn't have any doubt that you would cook the chicken well, but I was concerned about the scallions. It gives some good flavor to it.
Thank you, chef.
I thought the tempura that you did was really great. It's not greasy. The texture on it was really nice. For the steamed dish, your broth, it looks more soupy than it does a steamed dish. It could benefit from more seasoning just to brighten it up. And then, of course, the yakitori was delicious.
Thank you, chef.
The broth didn't have any profoundness of flavor. It just seemed like a couple of things thrown in the broth. I think you covered up something perfectly done with a little bit too much culinary ambition.
Alejandro, you've got some really good, incredible Japanese flavors here. You clearly understood. The yakitori with the drum is absolutely outstanding. Had you got a steamed dish, 100% steamed, then I think you could have been for the platter of the night. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next dishes we'd like to try are those of Kelsey. Please be down.
I'm very nervous about this tasting. I don't know if my plate has that well.
Bentar kak, main sekali dulu kak.
Seem too simple.
Okay, Kelsey, please explain to us what you decided to make for us tonight.
So you're going to start today with a marinated grilled scallop. It was marinated in red miso, ponzu, and soy sauce. For my steamed portion, I did a steamed cod in an umami broth. And then we're going to finish with a karage, a classic Japanese fried chicken. Visually, this looks very much in line with what Japanese food looks like. And I like that you put the togarashi on the side because that's how we would do it in Japan as well when we season. Thank you. I thought that the flavoring that you did for the grilled scallop really came through very clearly. For your fried chicken karage, I'm happy you chose the thigh meat because karage is such a dry style of deep fried. Really, thank you.
I think that the flavors represent the aesthetic. Very, very clean. The black cod was steamed perfectly. I like the broth. The biggest miss for me, I think that the chicken was over-battered and not enough chicken.
Yeah, for me, Kelsey, I think I love all the elements. Everything that you're promising is delivering from an aesthetic point of view.
Kelsey, you stuck to the disciplines. I think that's the most attractive thing about your execution this evening. But still needed an extra 3 seconds for me. And the chicken's delicious, you know. But be generous with that Torashi spice.
Nonton Master Chef.
Dusting in that and then frying it. Let that heat
Master Chef. Nonton Master Chef. Master Chef tapi bukan Indonesia punya, Amerika.
The concept of kaiseki is to make sure you're connecting to the ingredients.
Hah?
You're international.
Iya.
Yes, chef. I have for you miso grilled shrimps with pickled cucumbers, and for the steamed part, I have gyoza and bok choy rosettes. And for the fried part, I have tonkatsu with soy ginger sauce and pickled carrots.
Kirain itu kitchen gitu.
Emang.
Grace tahu ya kitchen ya.
Hah? Bentar lagi gak fokus. Tunggu dulu.
Ya nggak fokus. Nah, orang sambil dengerin itu kok Master Chef.
Aku gak fokus sama ini.
Ya makanya dulu.
Gak mau.
Yang satu megang HP, yang satu dengerin laptop.
Yang satu main. Yang satu dengar Discord. Aduh. Pak nyala. Halo, juga Dines. Siapa mau buy one sini maju. Waduh, skip lah kau buy one. Gak tuh buy one sama Eka aja tuh. Dines bilang tuh ayo buy one sini maju katanya. Ya udah buy one sama lu aja. Berarti masih lama kah live nya? Mungkin masih. Kan lu pulpe ya kak?
Ada.
Masa iya? Kata gua. Au. Di. Betul dong. Kenapa Popeye ya lu kakak? Mantap mau capek dulu. Bye mbak, maaf pamit maaf langsung pamit. Iya nggak apa-apa Dine, santai saja.
A Discovery of Witches, double episodes, next Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. on Fox Life.
Aduh. Kabur. Nanti balik lagi, oke. Aku benci Vale.
Aku benci Vale, tapi Anda pengen pakai Vale.
Kagak mau pakai Vale. Sok tahu Anda.
Ya Anda pakai Nana kan?
Ya Nana masih mending daripada Vale. Aku benci.
Ya udah, sini, buy one, aku pakai Vale.
Gak mau. Gak mau.
Ntar beli benci lagi. Ntar malas benci sama Eka.
Dia aku nggak ngomong. Aku nggak ada ngomong lebih. Nggak ada, aku nggak ada ngomong.
Nanti.
Nggak.
Kalau kesel.
Nggak ada. Nggak ada. Sok tahu Anda. Ini nggak ada ya. Sok tahu Anda Eka.
For me, Kelsey, she stayed truest to the principles of diversity.
I think a bit of this tomato, and I thought Alejandro did a wonderful job with Sam's story as well.
Yes. So the croquettes for autumn was incredible. Very good. In the lower sector, I think the soup for sure. I also like
Astaga.
4 wes.
Ini bikin kesel. Sabar. Sabar Monita.
Well done. That was a tough 60 minutes. That being said, we have chosen a winner. The best kaiseki service tonight. And the winner of dinner for two inside Nikki's two Michelin-star restaurants.
Astaga. Mbak.
They would be so proud. Winning this challenge has really validated the possibility of being a chef.
Right, Alejandro, and also safe from elimination tonight.
Bukan sampalin Jit. Astaga, gak lihat. Kesel juga emang Jit. Pengen tak shading lama-lama.
Bagaimana mau jadi?
Kagak. Jadi nonton. Ah. Eka di sini ikut. Ah. Ngomong apa sih? Dikit-dikit lagi. Bapaknya. Kalah lagi dah. Ya nggak apa-apa Mon. Ikut bang mau ngetong, gak usah. Kalau buat ngetong gak usah Jit, gak usah. Gak butuh.
Lagi di YouTube apa nggak live?
Menurutmu? Wah parah, MM-nya di band banyak comek matanya. Gila. Canda. Astaga toksik. Iya aku mau ngobrol. Kelasnya aku malas. Monita mau ikut. Jet mau ikut nggak Jet? Sebelum aku mau emosi lagi nih Jet. Saha nih? Iya aku nggak tahu siapa ini. Mau ikut gak? Enggak, ya nggak asik ah. Ya udah nggak usah. Bye. Nggak usah. Nggak usah dia mau kasih. Dia mau kasih aku nggak mau. Karena aku mau kasih. Aku mau ngobrol. Si itu lagi penonton. Clean. Yay, clean. Di Nana. Enak banget. Di Nana, enak banget. Nana tidak suka monster yang menyeramkan. Udah kamu mau Nana udah. Astaga. Di nggak jadi. Semoga nggak kalah lagi. Nggak, kalau mau menang mau kalah pun nggak apa-apa Monita. Yang penting kita udah berusaha. Nggak asik kak, nggak mau kamu pakai johet. Nggak, aku benci johet. Nggak suka apalagi itu yang pakai Jit. Nana, iya Nana, halo Nata. Amin.
Nana, tadi emang aku
Itulah. Klasik Tan, nggak mau. Nggak mau. Nat, coba tanda seru pet, Nat. Tanda seru pet. Entah aku bantu apa.
Di editcom pet Georgit.
Jangan, nggak mau. Oh, enggak, dia bukan pet. Dia bukan apa-apa. Kak beli stylenya Bene, Kak. Mata.
Ada Q. Mama, bapaknya lah. Ash. Di SQ temannya bocah lu, hei. Sorry, pet mampus. Mana ada Q?
Kita like you. Aduh. Au.
Kenapa di sampah?
Hah?
Gak jadi.
Memang aku sampain. Oh, maaf. Lu kan juga pernah sampain aku, kah? Pernah ya waktu main kasih atau orang itu. Sekali-sekali yang kak disampain, astaga. Gak mau, wow, Kang Vida. Gue udah siapin duit buat beli skin star Bane. Ya udah bagus sih. Bagus. Mantap kan, Nat?
Iya, lagi.
Mia.
Mianya nih.
Dah.
Mianya nih.
Au. Aduh, sakit. Au.
Nice. Mati itu. Nice banget.
Nice dong, clean. Jago di bot, tapi kalau di klasik atau ada yang tidak jago.
Ya, Anda nggak nge-lag. Saya juga nge-lag. Hei, Bambang. Mau saya pukul kah Anda?
Aduh.
Maju guys ya Allah.
We nyangkut we, udah dibunuhin we. Aduh. Ada yang habis makan nih, langsung bersendawa. Merah kuning hijau seperti lampu merah.
Asam lah. Di ulti loh. Di ulti mulu deh tadi.
Aduh. Aduh, merah kuning hijau. Nggak mau aku kasih Jet. Ih. Help! Ya kali gue bisa pakai do, nggak
Mau
dipakai.
maju, ya Allah. Itu udah pengen mati dia.
Pokoknya nggak mau kasih aku cheat. Aku
Mana
males
gitu dong
klasik.
maksudku.
Aku males ngeklasik. Tolong.
Gimana?
Aduh, maju-maju aja terus. Gak bisa. Aku nggak mau mati. Cip-cip di semak tuh. No. Langsung mati. Kebunuh langsung mati. Dia menyala. Gak mau. Gak mau. Kak jangan AFK kak, please kak.
Kagak ngetik.
Aduh, api.
Sini kau.
Ambil tuh. Nah.
Itu udah aku majuin, kenapa kalian enggak maju ya Allah?
Nyangkut tuh Nyangkut.
Ya. Kayaknya mabok ya.
Siapa mabok?
Itu lagi.
Nggak tahu. Jangan tanya kepadaku karena aku bukan dia. Asik.
Ya. Udah sabur itu. Dan Anda adalah Babs. Mundur. 1, 2.
Aku dikendaliin. Tidak. Oh, udah.
Berdua orang mah.
Menyala lagi, kocak. Ngelek.
3 aja.
Lah kepencet, aku mau pencet nolak malah ya udahlah kepencet. Jangan dekat-dekat denganku. Itu dikit lagi itu. Oke. Serius mode on. Oke.
Mati juga nih si lo.
Mati juga.
Kenapa mati semua ya Allah.
Pada ngumpul semua. Pada ngumpul semuanya. MVP.
Kalah lagi baru.
Gila aku MVP tumben. Tumben. Jajit minta di invite.
Siapa?
Jajit.
Mana apaan?
Nggak tahu dia. Nggak mau klasik tapi Jit ya. Please.
Asik.
Nggak.
I won.
No.
I want klasik.
Ih.
I want klasik.
Aw, udah terus invite sana.
Wow, ayo ngambek.
Ya udah invite lah, astaga.
ngambek di dalam kau Grace.
Bukan ngambek, aku gak mood mainnya. Kalau klasik. Emosi aku main tadi.
Sebuah konspirasi.
Jadi mau apa nih? Benetanya fit. Jadi mau apa Eka? Ya udah ngebuat kalau gitu lagi.
Nyanyi.
Mau ikut gak Don?
Kalau mau kasih. Kalau mau brawo.
Karena gak mau main kasih cuma sekali aja loh. 2 kali. Matamu kasih cheat. Nanti gak mau ya sudah. Gak mau.
Asik Jit, undang.
Mau.
Ada Twitter.
Gak mau. Gak mau. Gagal tol. Ya udah.
Iya lama.
Lagi ngatas cuma.
Iya lama. Iya.
Gak enak. Udah gak apa-apa. Lebih lama aku live-nya.
Iya, nggak jadi.
Ternyata sama doanya gak asik Cik kalau sudah mainin. Udah.
Iya.
Udah.
Jadi.
Jadi.
Kalau kalah salahin gue ya.
Ikut aku. Mau sain aku. Ini.
Gak apa, karena kamu jelek.
Matamu. So ganteng Anda. Astaga. Kenapa hero ini?
Alukan. Semuanya alukan tuh.
Kok hero ini Tot? Gak bisa.
Alhamdulillah.
Shit.
Enggak apa-apa.
Ntar pakai tank. Embernya tank. Fighternya belum ada. Ya ampun, kenapa? Kenapa hero itu host fighter? Baca hero fighter lah. Gak bisa Tot. Udah pernah belajar aku, gak bisa, astaga. Ya ampun.
Monita pakai monit Nana
Udah tahu, nggak usah di ngomong-ngomongin. Ya lupa ganti spell gue, mampus Cit, mampus.
Grace gak pakai Nana.
Ayo, Nana aku.
Hashtag Grace gak pakai Nana.
Matamu. Duh. Tadi aku dapat Edola sama Nana. Ya udah Nana aja.
Nanti Grace marah anjir sama gue.
Di. Enggak, aku udah marah. Siapa yang aku marah?
Bohong.
Ih, gak ada aku marah ya. Please deh. Aduh, kena stone. Pas buat Za. Fighter, kalau bisa fighter.
Bisa fighter dan Anda kenapa predator?
Pilihan cuma itu, astaga.
Why nge-lag tiba-tiba what the fuck dude? Hey, what the freak dude? Nice banget. Siapa yang pakai frame shot?
Aku.
Oh, Anda. Ya sudah.
Ya sudah. Kok nggak mati? Nah. Gitu. Nyawa sekali bisa aku ngekill. Nyawa banyak-banyak nggak bisa skip. Ah.
Au, shit. Malahin guys.
Kalahin aku. Hah, ultinya si Vea gimana dah? Heh, lu Vea kocak. Jet, lu Vea Jet. Wah, Jet parah.
Ya Allah, Grace sampai Grace itu killku.
Iya ya, gak lihat. Maafin, gak lihat bang. Dah bang. Sampai nih ngoceh kok bang.
Alhamdulillah Anda mati.
Ini, malah senang gue mati.
Gak apa-apa, malah saya senang.
Pak diincar aku. Mundur, jangan kau maju banget. Kasihan anakku. Cara maknya gimana? Gak tahu Jit, pandai-pandai kok Jit.
Mampus kau.
Pakai ulti aja sama boneka itu udah. Atau nggak flame shot dah kelar tuh. Bisa tuh ngekill. Bisa itu bisa. Duh.
Iya.
Aku sekarat.
Mendingan maju aja Grace kalau lagi ulti biar nggak mati.
Oh ya kak. Oke.
Oh iya kak, kamu nggak ada ulti.
Buat pertama kali pakai fighter bang. Jangan ngocin aku bang. Mati aja pakai nana dia gue puas hero si matematis. Matamu.
Bang Grace.
Apa sih bang? Apa sih buang?
Ih, nggak mati loh buang.
Sekarat. Nggak kena. Paknya.
Maju Grace. Nah, jangan ulti dulu. Nunggu setengah.
Masih 3 menit bang.
Nah, ulti.
Masih belum siap ultiku bang.
Oh, bang.
Ultiku belum siap bang. Salah tuh bang.
Majuin bang. Nah, mantap tuh bang.
Gak mati bang. CC-nya GG Gaming. Lu jangan ngebacok aja Jit di sini Jit. Main aja Jit.
Bang.
Lu ngebacot aja Jit.
Iya, Disney.
Sampai aja kena tarik. Hampir kena tarik. Tolong.
Siapa yang
Siapa tuh? Bukan aku. Bukan aku. Gak ikut-ikut. Gak ikut-ikut. 363.
Kompenier, anak orang.
Merah, kuning, hijau. Aduh. Aduh.
Sabar bang.
Jivet.
Sabar bang. Bang. Ini bukan tempat buat pukul-pukulan. Sabar bang.
Jivet. Deket banget skinnya. Ya gitu.
Sabar lah bang. Kalau gitu bang cara mainnya bang. Bang kalau main jangan keroyokan bang. Satu sini bang.
Koyokan mainnya.
Sini bang. Sini bang. Ini lo bang. Sini lo bang. Chris maju Chris. Nah. Ada itu mati tuh. Nice bang. Mati satu. Ya ini.
Nggak bisa.
Itu satu lagi Chris.
Gak bisa.
Nah, pasti itu loh perangkonya.
Rusak, aku udah diserang loh. Tolonglah. Ini si abang satu ini gak mengetin banget dah.
Nah, abang siapa?
Lu.
Kok gue?
Gak bisa, aku udah diserang, disuruh maju-maju.
Alhamdulillah.
Memang lah satu abang nih.
Ada ngotot.
Apaan sih bang? Eda.
Bang, apaan bang? Bang, main bajunya tuh bang. Ulti mana bang?
Au. Oci bang.
Tarik abangnya bang. Bang, situ bang.
Oci bang.
Kena tarik kamu bang. Sampai perlu bantuanmu, Jirja.
Jet, bantuin Jet.
Ada lo. Oh. Majuin.
Tolong.
Mati.
Dah tuh, apanya udah.
Gak bisa flicker. Hebat. Ditarik dikit.
Aku ditarik. Bapaknya. Bapaknya.
Wajir. What the freak dude. Wih, 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 anak bapak cuy. Anak emak bapak cuy, dimajuin gue cuy. Hebat cuy. Kalau main aja lo pengen ke Google. Sabar, Grace, sabar.
Iyo bang, iyo bang.
Gue pengen beli item, Pak.
Beli dah bang. Siapa suruh nggak beli bang?
Bang,
Hampir kena tarik.
bang maju bang. Bang maju bang.
Ini sampain.
Makasih bang. Love you bang.
Ini sampain.
Di sono. Ya apaan aku bang. Maafin bang. Nah, makasih bang.
Makasih Jit.
Bang majuin bang. Bang push bang.
Aduh, jangan suku maju bang. Aku sekali bang. Nih. Skill gue aja deket semua lagi. Gak nasib. Gak asik, gak klasik. Ya udah Don. Aku maunya ngebol, gak mau klasik.
Klasik gak?
Semau.
Aku MVP.
Sombong amat.
Wah.
Sombong amat.
Wah.
Yeay.
Wah.
Sombong amat. Sombong amat. Comeback, wah comeback.
Anak aku jago. Dan tidak ada yang bisa ini.
Sudah aku bilang, Eka jago. Mending Mbak Wanda sama dia.
Hey.
Apa? Apa?
Dibilang saya nggak jago, saya cuma hoki.
Hoki matamu. Udah kasih sekali ya. Mau ya puas dah.
Apanya?
Nggak ada. Mau apa?
Songot.
Penuh. Offline oke. Eka offline.
Iya, offline. Iya, makasih.
Ya Anda yang banyak offline, Cok. Ganti akun.
Sebentar. Ya Allah.
1 jam kemudian. 2 jam kemudian.
Bentar.
Nanti aja lah. Nantinya kapan? 5 jam kemudian.
Bentar, buang. Sabar, buang. Bang, sabar, bang.
Apa aku lagi sabar menunggu, Bang? Bawel banget ya, Bang.
Dah. Bang Gres.
Tante Eka.
Bang Gres.
Apa sih Kak Eka? Kak Eka, kenapa sih? Astaga. Jangan hero yang warnanya tinggi, Kak. Cepatlah, Kak. Apa banget dah. Kak. Keluar dia kocak. Keluar dia. emang. WK. Main banget dia. Nge-voice tapi dia keluar kocak. Ikut ya udah, gini saja dulu. Kelamaan. Nanti ikut lagi kak. Bang coba ngetik hero pastiin game bang. Matamu. Yes, lama. Lamain. Lama. Jet. Bapaknya lah Jet. Bapaknya. Ini yang gue cari, Bro. Ini yang gue cari, coy. Matamu, Jet. Matamu. Jadi 2 jam. Jet. Sama aja. Gak ada bedanya. Awas. Jet, udah Jet. gue bangke. Cak jadi bangke. Mulai jadi bangke. Nope. Bodoh amat so. Emang aku noob so tahu anda ya so. Anda baru tahu ya kalau aku noob ya. Ya udah main aja Sul. Kalau dipaksa ya udah main aja. udah main deh semalam. Udah bagus. Ya udah bagus. Ini kan mempelajarinya lebih lanjut. Ya udah pelajarilah lebih lanjut. Cit. Awas, Cit. Awas. Enggak. Suka-suka muji bodoh amat. Alah. Sampai aku. Awas aja mana san kucing. Main aja lah kucing, gak usah. Jadi tot. Apakah sabanku udah habis nih? Capek lah. Tunggu aja. Sumpah kesabaranku udah habis, cok. Udah bodo amat sih ini. Apa ya bisanya off aja aku. Mau serius main. Ngelujak kan semua. Bicol aja sana. Malah kena lagi. Bodoh amat beban. Pel. Ya, push aja. Mana bisa cat aku? Gitu aja terus sampai kau capek sana. Kepe dah. Terus kau cuci asu. Cik. Potekkan itu dulu, gak usah kau ituin aku. Opaknya. Malah bikin aku kena itu. Shit. Udah lah, bodo amat. Off. Aku malas lagi main. Kali. Baca dulu. Dan saya senang udah digituin. Report aja sana. Emang kau peduli? Ya bagus lah kalau MVP. Dikasih MVP malah gak seneng. Baru nongol si Eka nih memang lah.
Pertama kali aku tahu
Apa, guys?
Baru nongol lo udah mau kelar juga. Pepaknya.
Parah.
Kelar lo.
Parah Bang Chris.
Udah abis ini kita main. Aku mau klaim dulu abis itu aku off live. Capek aku.
Parah Bang Chris emang.
Di aku lagi.
Hari kena marah. Ditra pakai joget. Cek. Waduh tajit. Saya nggak ikut-ikutan.
Bacot. Udah diem kan anjir. Bacot. Sholat.
Oke.
Sampai bentar bang. Lu telat mappingnya deh. Udah mau off deh.